The Hemp House on the North Shore, Ooltewah, East Ridge, and Hickson.
Doesn't this hour make you wish that you were a kid again? I'm telling you, the idea of going off to summer camp is such a milestone in a child's life. But as you watch this morning, if you're thinking, you know, I wish my kid would do it, but I don't know how he or she would fare in the cabins, maybe we have the answer for you now, because it's better than camp when you head up to St. Andrews, Sewanee. Lizzie Duncan is very happy to promote her camp in its 4th year. Is that right? This is the 4th year? So people know about Sewanee and that gorgeous campus up there. Often they forget about the acreage that exists up on top of Mont Eagle. So when kids come to your camp for 2 weeks only in July, they get to live in the dorm.
Yes,
right?
absolutely. It is better than camp. Air-conditioned dorms, beautiful dining hall. It's similar to Hogwarts, we like to call it.
There you go.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I think it's also nice that you've kind of found another niche, and that is that your campers are just 11 to 15. So they're kind of close in age, but it's that tender age where they need that reinforcement and support.
Absolutely. We have wonderful staff ratio, like 1 to 3 staff to campers. And so younger kids really get a lot of attention, and if they get a little homesick, we can take care of them really well.
I think what happens sometimes, at least for me, living in Chattanooga, I think, well, it's so pretty here. How can any place be prettier than here? But every part of the mountain areas has its own unique feel, and Mont Eagle definitely does. So when campers come to you, for example, and they go swimming, they're not in a pool. You've tried that. The kids want to go, what do y'all call it, the res?
We call it the res, yeah. Beautiful swimming hole. They get to jump off a rock and they love it. We did try the pool, and every time we went to the pool, they were like, we want to go to the res, we want to go to the res.
Yeah.
So
I made a comment earlier about this 2 weeks only. It's a busy place, Sewanee is, all the time. So y'all have carved out just a 2-week stretch in July.
We have St. Andrews Sewanee School. We run through May. We have graduation in May. And then we start in with June. We have a Shake Rag workshops. It's an adult art workshop, which is residential, so they all stay on campus. So all of our facilities are booked up through the month of June with either day camps or the residential Shake Rag workshops. So then starting in July, I have the availability to use the dorms for camp.
So what else will they do when they're up there at the camp? You take advantage of those hiking trails.
We do. We spend a lot of time outside, but we also let them craft their own schedule. They can pick anything from American Sign Language to chess to digital music, ceramics, arts. They get 2 morning sessions during the week, and so they're inside and outside. And so they have a lot of time to create things that they're passionate about or learn new skills.
You have kids who are coming from all over. Primarily it's the region, but you've had kids from as far away as Colorado.
Texas, Illinois, Florida, and then right down the street from Sewanee.
I'm sure they're loving, and we need to make that clear. You heard Lizzie mention St. Andrews Sewanee. So if you know the mountain, you know there's the university, sure.
Right.
But St. Andrews Sewanee is a boarding school for secondary education.
Yes, we're a sister institution of the University of the South, but we have 6th through 12th, and then we board 7th, 8th, up through 12th.
Okay, so
and we're a day student, day school as well.
Day school as well. So you, though, give the kids, all of them, a chance to explore the region when they're here. So y'all don't stay just on your property, you venture out a little bit too.
We do. I mean, it's a gorgeous area, the plateau, and so there's Foster Falls, Greeter Falls, Fiery Gizzard, hiking, caving, we do it all. And last year we took a 2-night camping trip down to northern Alabama, which was fun, but this year I think we're going to camp right on our property because we have a beautiful campsite by the lake.
So you also let it be pretty much just mental freedom for the kids when they're there. Even though it is at a school, they're not going to be going to school when they come to you. You do teach them sign language, though.
We do. We have sign language course, which has been really popular. One of our current faculty members is fluent in sign language, so he's been teaching that.
That's a real draw. Kids are wanting to learn that for sure.
It's been popular.
So if you just have the 1-2 week session, do people have to sign up quickly? I'm guessing it fills up.
We do fill up, but we're growing, so we have space, and they can come to 1 session or 2. Or they can come to the first session or the second session or stay through.
So you don't have to stay for the whole 2 weeks.
You do not.
You can break it apart.
You can come either one. And last year it was fun. We had kids that signed up only for the first week, and they had so much fun that they begged their parents, and they got to stay for both weeks. And so we were doing something right.
I mentioned the kind of that tender age. I mean, you know, you're awfully self-conscious when you're an 11-year-old and 12-year-old American kid, right? And the idea of going away and meeting strangers and living with them for a week is kind of intimidating. But I bet they feel at home pretty quickly.
They do. Within the first couple days, they're fine. I mean, there's a little homesickness, of course, but we also have one dorm with the younger kids, like the younger girls in one dorm, younger boys in one dorm, and their specific staff members. So the older kids have a little more freedom than the younger ones.
Do y'all have a cell phone policy?
We do. It's fluid, you know. We're learning our way through that, but we are learning that they enjoy camp the less they have their phones, and so they get a couple of moments during the day that they can have it and touch base with parents, mom and dad. And sometimes families will call and say, "I haven't heard from John in so long," and so we'll have them call. But
you know, the kids
off their phones.
The kids get a bad rap because I think sometimes we as parents tend to put it all on them that they're the ones who want it. But I think the parents are equally tethered, and it's awkward for them to let go.
I have found there are two styles of parenting for sure, and they're the parents that say absolutely no phone whatsoever, and then the parents that want to call all day long.
So this way, it's better than camp. You can have the dorm room comfort, the dining hall to feed you, and at least have a way to touch base with your kids if you want it at some point throughout the day. So to register, where do they go? Well,
our website is sasweb.org/summer, and that's got everything from our day camps and our overnight, and then we also have some facility camps that come in towards the end of July. We have a lacrosse camp that comes in, and if you're interested in lacrosse, there's a link there for that.
They do have the day camps, but for most people in our viewing area, probably the overnight is what will interest them. But there's the website for you to check out. Don't hesitate. If you're thinking about it, go ahead and sign up because those spots will fill up. 1-to-3 ratio for the campers. Thank you, Lizzie.
Thank you so much.
I'm wanting to go back and be a kid again.
Oh, well, you could come anytime.
Oh, thanks. I might take you up on it.
I actually am trying to work out a family adult camp, so in the future.
Stay tuned for more.
Yes, stay tuned, please.
And hey, listen, we're having so much fun taking you to the great outdoors. When we come back, we're going to head up to Ellijay, Georgia. Not so much a summer camp, but a beautiful vineyard for you to enjoy, Rue Mountain Vineyards, when we come back.
Did you know that clogged dryer vents caused more than 15,000 house fires last year? Dryer Vent Wizard of Chattanooga will inspect, clean, and repair your vent so your dryer runs efficiently and safely. Don't let your dryer start a fire. Call Dryer Vent Wizard of Chattanooga today.